with a new lecture on the topic depression in the freezing point. That is our next colligative property, and we are deriving the derivation and do few numericals on that. So let us start the video. Now we have read the two colligative property, that is lowering in the vapor pressure and the elevation in the boiling point. So these two colligative property give us the molecular weight of the solute. In the same way, depression in freezing point is also give us the molecular weight of the solute particle. So how we can derive the expression and what is the fundamental facts behind this? So let us do that. Now, what we know about the freezing point? Now, we can say that freezing point is a temperature at which any liquid freezes. Okay, this is a simple definition, that freezing point is a temperature at which any liquid freezes. Or we can say that the vapor pressure of the liquid state and the solid state become same, become one. At this stage, any liquid freezes. Okay. So when we talk about the true solution, like water, so we can say that the water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin. But as we make solution, the vapor pressure lowers down. You know that very well, that whenever we make a solution, the vapor pressure lowers down. So the effect on freezing, that the vapor pressure of that liquid which is now made up a solution, the vapor pressure of that liquid is again lower down. So it will match with the temperature of the freezing at the lower temperature. So that will make a decrease in the freezing points. Now we will have a graphical representation of this thing, so you will understand this better. Now I am going to make a graph for you. Here on the x-axis we are making temperature. On the y-axis it is pressure, that is vapor pressure. Fine. Now when we draw a curve for the freezing point, we will do a curve with the two parts like this. Now this part, which I denote as AB part, this is for the liquid state, and this BC part is for the solid phase. Fine. Now the freezing point is the temperature at which liquid and solid phase get coincide. Okay, so it is the freezing point here. This is freezing point. Suppose we denote it by F, freezing point F. This is for the solvent only. Now, what happens if you make a solution of it? Now, you know that when we make a solution, the vapor pressure will move down. So, it will be at the downside of the first. Okay, so if I am making it like this graph will move like this, and it will meet somewhere here, and then it will move in the same place. Okay, this way. Okay, so where it is meeting now? Where it is meeting? We can say, let's suppose it is a D point. Okay, so this D point is the freezing point of the solution. Now if I draw a dotted line here, it is the new freezing point. Again you can have this as F dash. Okay, so we have delta F, which is F minus F dash. Okay, so there is a lowering in the freezing point temperature. Right? So the graph shows that whenever you will make a solution, there will be a decrease in the temperature, and that is known as depression in the freezing point. So this delta F, which we have mentioned here, in books it is mentioned as delta TF. Okay, so it is the depression in freezing point. Fine. And if I write the definition here, that freezing point is a temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid and solid phase become one. Okay, so if you will have this definition, you can easily draw this graph and the conclusion. Now, our next topic is the mathematical expression for depression in freezing point. So the next one is okay. Now, how we are going to derive a suitable expression for this depression in the freezing point? So, let us start with. Now, you know that this temperature is related to the vapor pressure. Okay? Means this lowering is directly proportional to the vapor pressure. So, we can say that delta TF is proportional to the pressure. Okay, and in turn this pressure is proportional to XB. Okay, so by these two equations we can say that by 1 and 2 we can say that delta TF is proportional to XB. Fine. Now, if you remove this proportionality sign here, you are going to put a constant XB. Now, you know that this XB is equal to NB upon Na plus Nb. This is the mole fraction of the solute. So we can assume here that Na is very big in amount as compared to Nb. So we can neglect Nb in denominator. So the equation become here that XB is equal to NB upon N. Now, after this, we are taking this equation third. Okay. So here it is delta TF is equals to K XB here. So I am going to write delta TF is equals to K NB upon Na. Here delta TF is equals to K WB upon MB divided WA upon MA. Here delta TF is equals to K WB upon MB into MA upon W. Now, from this equation 4, what we can say that WB upon MB into WA is molality. So it is molality. We can put the term delta TF is equals to K into MA into small m, that is molality. What we are putting for this term here? We are putting molality for this term. Now this K and MA both are constant. Fine. So here we can say delta TF is equals to KF into M. Here we are getting our expression. Okay, this KF is known as cryoscopic constant. Okay, so this derivation is same as the elevation in the boiling point. Only the difference is that you have to take here delta TF and here it is cryoscopic constant. In the elevation you have put it here kV and TV. So the same type of the derivation is here. You have to just learn it once and you can use it in the two derivations. Okay. Now in the next term we are going to have one numerical. Now let us do a numerical based on the depression in freezing point. So our numerical is 100 gram of a solution contain 5 grams of urea and 10 grams of glucose. What will be the freezing point of the solution? Kf for the water is 1.86 kg mole inverse. Now how we are going to do this numerical? You know that the formula is given that delta TF is equals to Kf into M. Kf is given to you here. Now we have to calculate molality. Okay. So what is the formula of molality? Molality is number of moles upon weight of solvent in kgs. Okay, so we have to follow this formula. Now, weight of solution is 100. Now, weight of solutes 5 plus 10. Okay, so weight of solute weight of solvent is 85. Got that thing? It is 15 here and you will minus 100 minus 15. So what will you get here? 85. Got that? Weight of the solution is 100. Total weight of the solute 5 gram of urea and 10 gram of glucose. So we will add up with the solute. Now weight of the solvent will be 100 minus 15. So it will get you 85. That is clear? All things are here in the grams. Whatever you are getting, that are in the grams. Fine. Now, how to calculate number of moles? So, number of moles of urea. So, what is the weight of urea? 5. And its mass is 60. Okay. So, here you are getting 0.083 moles. Now, number of moles of glucose, 5 upon 180. Now, it becomes 0.055 moles. Now, total moles, it is 0.083 plus 0.055, that become 0.138. Okay. Now, molality, it is number of moles. Now, weight of the solvent, it is in the gram, we have to calculate in the kg. So, 10 to the power minus 3. So, number of moles upon weight of the solvent in the kg. So, we have used this one formula. Now, what will be our answer here? We will get 1.62. Now, delta TF. What is delta TF? This is KF into M. What is our KF? 1.86 into 1.62. So, this will we are getting 3.01. That is our delta TL. Okay. Now, the temperature of solution. This is 273 Kelvin minus 3.01. So that becomes 269.99 K. Okay. So here is the temperature of the solution. What is the freezing point of the solution? That is the freezing point. Okay, this is the freezing point of the solution. This is your answer. This one. Okay, so based on this simple formula, we have done this numerical. First of all, we have to calculate molality. For this, we have to calculate number of moles. So, we have calculated. And the number of moles, when we have calculated, we have added these number of moles. Now, we use the formula of molality here, calculated molality. Then, we taken out the depression in the freezing point. As we got the depression, we subtracted it from the original freezing point of the solution, that is 0 degree, that is 273 degree. So, we have subtracted 3.01. So, we get our answer here. Okay. For today, we are ending here. Now, please like and subscribe the video and press the bell icon for further notification. So, we are coming with the next video. Till then, goodbye.